So guys, this video is going to be a short introduction to the HC shadow file. So let me display the contents of that file. HC shadow. Now if I hit enter, it says that permission denied. So since I am the root user, I have the permissions. I say sudo HC shadow. I'm sorry, I did not type the cat command. So guys, this is the contents of the HC shadow. You can see the root user, and there are some other services. You can see the second feed as star. So if any system service or a daemon service has the star, it means that we cannot log into the system as that service or the daemon process, right? There is no login for these services. And if you scroll down, you have the Nikki and the Nikhil. So these are the two users on my Linux system. So first I am going to explain this syntax, and it will be easy for you to understand this. First one is the username, and the second field you have this long lengthy some data, and this is the encrypted password for your Nikki user. So this is the encrypted password, and the third column is the number of days you have created this Nikki user from the January 1st 1970. So there is a time called Unix epoch time, and from that time it will be considered after this 18,535 days I have created this user Nikki. So if I add 18,535 to the January 1st 1970, and from those many days I will get a date on which I have created this user Nikki. So I have created this user yesterday only. So thus the fourth column is 0. 0 means that we need to wait for some more days to change the password again. So if I change this password now today, if I have the value of 5, I need to wait for 5 days to change my password again. Since I have 0, I can change it anytime. So this 9999 is maximum password age. That means that after these many days I need to update my password. So it's like lifetime. And this 7 means the number of days before I get a notification that my password has going to be expired. So since I have to wait 99999, so on the 9999 second day I will get a notification that your password is going to be expired, please change that. So in the same way, the Nikhil user contents are also same, Nikhil and the encrypted password and the 18536. So I have created the Nikki user yesterday, and today I have created this Nikhil user. So it means that there is 1 day difference. That's why there is one difference. And 0 means the minimum password age. It means that I don't need to wait for anything. I can just simply change the password at any time. And 9999 is the maximum password expiry. So after these days my password will expire, and also I also gets expired. Okay, and this 7 is before the 7 days of this password expiry I get a notification that I need to change the password. So after these semicolons we have no data. That means the expiration date and post expiration and so on. Since our password did not expire, we have the null fields. So that's why you need to know about the HC shadow file. And one more important thing you need to know about this file is, if you have the read permissions, you can dump this hash, and you can try to crack with the tools like John the Ripper or CrackStation or any other tools. So when you put the weak password for your Linux system, it will be very faster to crack these hashes, and you get the plain text format. That's why during the pen test you need to check that a guest user or any normal user had access to this HC shadow file or not. If they have access, they can just dump this file and try to crack the password. That's why the one security mechanism you need to implement is use the strongest passwords as possible.